Hi guys, video tonight is going to be for effectively a solo raid. Just going to have one of my guys doing one base so that he can get the diamond tech, but other than that I'll show you the gold bases first and then move on to different ways you can do the others, as well as a few other tips. So when he's ready, yeah, there we go. Right, first things first, actually I'll show you platoons. Right, I send the war dogs in first, and then I basically set those to repair. Well, obviously I'm using the heavy plat, so then obviously I don't have to keep stopping, coming out and going back into the raids. Just saves time and effort. So first gold base. As we get further in, or at the end, I'll show you what units I've got in my heavy plat. This will be a fun one. Alright, these ones you can't expect to take damage on. First things first, as I said. Send the dogs in to get killed. Check out a couple of boots. There we go. Right, Elite Darkstorm, level, I think it's only level 15, some serious lag. So Darkstorm's blocking the rage, sorry, blocking the other units at their range. Ardra, Nova, I'll put over there. Elite Ramiro. Ardra's max level, Nova's only level 10. Jug is max level, Mega. I'm not one of those who fucking tries for hours to get a base done with no damage at all. I just don't see the point in it. It's a war game, you're gonna take damage, get over it. The main trick with this base is just to move forward little bit by little bit, just picking away at it. So your Darkstorm's your cover, your Jug is your main damage, and you can use Ramiro or Nova for sort of covering against other units. Right. And obviously make full use of the Jug's splash, so you don't even need to come into contact with that railgun over there. These bases will take a little bit longer than the others, but I'll try and get through them as quickly as I can. Remember as well, Ardra is only 1 hour damage whenever she gets killed, so you can use her as a, well, effectively a battering ram as well. that point you can just turn Ruby on and the rest will just fall apart. As you can see, this caretaker is nearly dead. Now it is dead. So I'll now have Ardra taking the brunt of the damage. Again, as I said, she's only an hour's repair. Half the time in raided parties. But as long as she's up front taking the damage, the rest of it comes easy. So overall about 30 minutes damage on this base. And obviously you get legendary tokens, 5 times the supplies. Don't know why it's being so slow today. Right, now this is what I meant about the repairs and dogs. So now that dogs are set to repair for 18 minutes, they're not going to get in the way of this. I'm sorry, 46 minutes. Second gold base. I do obviously have 2 backup caretakers as well in this one. If need be, I can bring 4 others over as well, but you're never going to take that much damage. Right. This one's a bit more of a pain in the ass. And you guys probably noticed I sound pretty tired. I've just come off a night shift. It's currently 20 to 6 in the morning. So I can think of a lot of things I'd rather be doing than a raid at the moment. I'll use another caretaker for this base. In fact, I'll probably do it for all the other bases, to be honest. The other benefit to Ardra is she attacks all the other drones and all the aggressive units. Now this one you're going to take a hit on. There's no way around it because you can't get to that railgun without taking a hit. So as you can see again, Ardra's just soaking up the fire, not taking that much damage. I can just pick away at all the rest. Caretakers as well, I think mine are level 18, I think, 18 or 19. Not quite maxed yet. Obviously, because I'm busy talking, I forgot to have my cover unit out there as well. Like a twat. Almost every other base can be done with Ruby, especially if you got Omega Siege or anything like that. You know, you just send it in, watch it fall. Alright, this railgun you can get to without taking any damage. You just aim for that stronghold over there. Watch it burn. Burn, baby, burn. One thing I would advise doing though is moving your Darkstorm forward like I forgot to just then. Saves about 8 minutes damage, if that. And then, happy days, that's that one done as well. Easy 500 supplies. Now the rest of it will just fall apart. Normally you can pick and choose which silver bases you do, because there's only one that has actual defences, the rest of them are just convoys. Obviously the convoy ones you can just roll straight over. I count this one as a convoy one because there's no actual defences aside from the blocks. So, turn Maribi on, sit back and relax, basically. Yeah, there's not a lot I can actually say about these pieces. There's nothing too tricky about them, as long as you got the units. If you haven't, then get them. Oh, why is this taking so long? Fuck off. Probably because I got Fortnite running. Right, this is the one I was on about with the defences. Two ways of doing this. You can either send a Mega Siege in with Ruby, watch it fall, or if you don't like repair times and you want to keep it minimal, then this is how you do it. And I have a habit, once I get used to bases, I basically pick out key points to hit with the jug. You know, to do it in as few shots as possible. Make sure everything's on defensive. All you really need for these ones is Darkstorm and the jug. Right, so that block there takes out the railgun without getting hit. Basically you just want to hit each one of these corners, more or less, and you can take a couple of extra shots over it if you so desire, and then obviously take out Tempests and other units, but for the most part you won't need to. I'll actually go lower down on this one just so it takes out the rocket silo as well. Again, remember your cover units. And the key to this game at the moment is just unit control, being able to put things where you want them, not like that, at any given time. So you obviously, you can keep things moving. It's not very helpful when I'm lagging this much. Alright, once all of this bit's done, this front row, the rest can be done with air, because obviously you got 2 rail guns up there, but you're not going to take much damage on the rest, if any at all. Did not want to send that way. Whatever. Bye bye caretaker. But I really cannot be asked right now. Well, just about survived. So once all of that's done, turn Ruby back on and go for your siege. Or siege, whatever you got. So the other method I was on about is just basically skipping the bit where you take out all of this, and as I said, just send in no siege, target Tempests and Hunters first, take the rest out as and when. Ta-da! Yay! Alright, so if I come across another one of those, I'm just going to send the siege in. I've shown you that method. Obviously, not my best, but fuck it. Alright, 5 bases left and 25 minutes left to do it in. Alright, same with these ones. If you really wanted to, you could just send in your siege and a few other ground units. Alright, when you're running out of caretakers, make sure Ardra is always at the front. As I said, take the brunt of the damage. But for now, not needed. We're on 19 minutes so far, and basically 5 bases done, 2 of which obviously were the gold bases. Normally, on my timings, when I wasn't doing the gold bases, I'd have a raid done in about 20 minutes, well 20-25 minutes. But with the gold bases, obviously you want to take a bit more time. You should, if you're halfway decent, be averaging about 3 minutes per silver base. Shouldn't take much longer than that. And this one, obviously, what is it, 7-minute timer, so this one's taken 2 minutes. And 0 effort. None of this fucking about to avoid repair times. Yeah. If you're that worried about an hour or two's damage, then go play Farmville. Don't know if you guys will be able to hear all my messenger chats going off. If you can, apologies. In fact, I'm going to mute that because that's doing my head in now. This one's my favorite. Absolutely nothing but units. Right, on this one, the only tip I can really give you, send your Darkstorm right forward until its aura covers the last nightmare. Then the rest of it you'll find is all in one place. Well, they all have to come within range. I don't see the point in bishops, but it's there, so I might as well fucking use it. So this one, again, nice and easy, about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes tops. There's only one more layout that I've got to show you. Hopefully we'll find it. 3 bases left. If there's more than one of you doing it as well, another tip I can give you, hold off on completing the last base. Basically because you can do effectively 10 or even 11 bases and get the extra supplies. Now until we get the other one, there's not really a lot else I can say. You've seen how easy the bases are, you can see how I do them now. I'll show you the repair times at the end, as well as the tech I've got on the units. Yeah, nothing tricky about this. Easiest way of getting diamond tech. Well, the only way of getting diamond tech, but nothing hard about it. Three, two, one. Oh, exactly 1.5 minutes. Ta-da! I'm literally in a zero fucks given mood. And still got 20 minutes left. Come on, give me that other fucking layout. Stop being a bellend. Hey, there we go. Alright. This one plays up a bit when you're using Ruby. There tends to be 1 or 2 units in this corner, mainly these two, that don't get hit for some reason. Obviously I couldn't tell you what that reason is. So basically you just got to make sure that you hit those two before you come all the way down here and do these ones. Some people say that instead of using Ardra, you can use the Prophet. I would say that's not a bad idea. I do definitely prefer Ardra personally. It's down to preference really. I mean, yes, the Prophet has a lot more health, but it's also got a much higher repair time, much slower rate of fire. It's just not quite as useful. Ardra you can use basically anywhere. The Prophet, you've got to have specific targets to make full use out of it. And this is how many fucks I don't give. Send in the Nova right on the front line and watch everything just collapse. So now you've seen all of the base layouts as well. I think there's one other gold layout that you wouldn't have seen. But obviously there's only 2 bases, so I can't show you that. Alright, so now we are starting the 9th base. Because it's only me and one of my guys doing it at the moment. Or only me until my guy does 1 base. Obviously we're going to do them at the same time. And that way, we get effectively 10 bases done out of 9. It's only an extra 50 supplies, but all adds up. Oh, hello. Just realised my war dogs came back. It's swapped. Oh well. I'm just going around taking out all the infantry. That's going to speed things up a bit. Yeah, my war dogs are max level at level 20. I mean, it's pretty safe to say most of my stuff is max level. Aside from the newer unique units. Darkstorm, Nova, Ramiro. Alright, and there you have it. Effectively a solo raid. If you had another minute and a half, 2 minutes, well, I'd say 2 minutes on average, to whatever time that was. I think there was 18 minutes left, and that's how long it takes. So, as promised, so OCG I used there, I got all the tech on that. Total damage 1 hour 27 minutes. Wow, alright, sorry, 2 hours 27 minutes. And obviously the dogs there were just decoy. So as you can see, not a lot. Stop being a pussy, and nice and easy. Jug has all the tech on it basically. It's using the corrosive shots instead of whatever the other one is, can't remember. Caretakers, obviously as you can see, all my caretakers are set up the same. Ardra has max level diamond tech, as well as all of her hero tech. She's also got the zombifying tech as well, and of course the gold warping. Ramiro, elite level 13 I think, so still quite low. 2 out of the 3, well, the 2 first released techs for him, can't remember what they're called, but obviously you can see what they do, so you can work it out. Darkstorm, as I mentioned earlier, level 15 I think. Again, you can see the tech, happy days. And no tech yet for the Nova, which I'll be getting tomorrow when the event starts. Happy days. Right, simple as that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that bullshit. Any questions or anything you want me to clarify, any suggestions you have, just let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.